Hey, 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 team. How we all doing? Oh my goodness, it's great to see you. You three keep showing up. And you know what's so important about life? Just showing up. Everything else after that, well, we just find out. In fact, I'm going to show up right now for the kids and you and me because we all make community. That's right. So let me get my crisscross applesauce on. If you want to go ahead and sit crisscross applesauce, feels so good to get on the floor. And hello, Otter. Why are you in the middle of a kettlebell? Kids, do you know what a kettlebell is? Otter, do you mind if I remove you and show the kids? Isn't this cute? It's a little 5-pound weight, and you can swing and do all sorts of stuff with the kettlebell. But we're not doing kettlebells. You know what we're doing? We are resetting our nervous system. We are being in community, sharing stories, sharing movement together, maybe a little bit of stillness, and just kind of working it out to connect mind, body, give yourself a hug, and spirit. Oh yes, do that with me. We are connecting mind and body, give yourself a hug, and spirit, shaky, shaky rainbow. Well, if you are new to Miss Beth's Hearthood Yoga, I'm Miss Beth. And this is Spotty Scotty. He spots all the great effort that you're doing when we're doing the moves. And of course, you already know Otter because I introduced him. He's just here to remind us to play, and it's all okay. And then we've got our beautiful Honey Bunny. Can everybody do you know why Honey Bunny loves to be said hello to like this? Are you ready? You get real proper, and then you look at Honey Bunny, and you go, that's Bunny breath, and he loves it. Bunny, how do you feel with all those sniffs sniffing at you? He says, heart full, Miss Beth. All right, team, well, we're going to start by just rocking and rolling around. I like to pretend that I have a crayon on my head, and the crayon is drawing the biggest circle on the ceiling. I even like to envision the color of the circle that's on my ceiling. And right now, guess what? I have a rainbow crayon. Because with imagination, you can do anything you want. And I want my crayon to be rainbow. That's right. Let's stop in the back, pause, and then let's go the opposite way. What we do on one side, we do on the other. And we try to do both ways because our body, well, it's got things on both sides. If you were to draw a line down the middle, and in fact, let's stop. And let's put our finger at the top and then draw a line right through the nostrils, through the lips, all the way down. What we have on one side, we have on the other. We are symmetrical beings. Isn't that cool? Give us a shake and a shout. Oh yeah. Interlock your fingers, place them underneath your chin. We're gonna do elbow smiles and elbow frowns. Are you ready? Inhale. Notice that my chin is staying down, but my elbows are going up. And then exhale, get that frown on. Inhale. Smile up your elbows, there you go. And exhale. One more time, because 3 is a magic number. Yes, it is. Lift it, lift it, lift it. Keep that chin down. Oh, yeah, you're looking so good. Look at those elbows smiling, Spotty. And then elbow frowns. Your elbows are so very sad. And then release it and stretch it. That's right. Release it and stretch it. And then zoom it down. The number 11, the long number 11. 1, 2, 3. Let's do it again. Opposite arm. Can you remember? Inhale. Inhale. And draw that number 11 all the way down to the ground. Bump, bump, bump. 2 thumbs up for you and me and these 3. That's right. All right. Spotty, what kind of movements or what are you thinking about today? Yeah, it's been a good week. Spotty got to see his relatives on the weekend and always, well, what you shared with me, it just feels good to be with family, even sometimes when you're nervous about being with family. Yeah. You know, seeing relatives you haven't seen in a while. Sometimes that can be just a little bit like, oh. But you had a good time? Lots of stories? He did 3 puzzles because they were way, way, way up north. They didn't have TV. They didn't even have cell phone service. Quite relaxing? 2 thumbs up. All right, team, we got to get moving. We are here to move. Movement is life. All right, look, get in tabletop. If you've been here before, you know we usually start here. And then what I want you to do is look down at your hands and make them look the same. Once your hands are there, stack your wrists. So pay attention to where your body is in space. And right now, my wrist should be right under my elbow, should be right under my shoulder on both sides. And then look through to make sure your feetsies are straight back. That's right, tabletop. Inhale, breathing, here we go. Stretch it up and tuck it in. We're tucking in our chin and stretching up our back. And then inhale, exhale to cow. Look up, breathe up. Those shoulders stay low. And then inhale, meow. Exhale, moo. All right, are you ready? Curl those toes under, and we're going to do a walking dog. Woof, woof, woof. Bring one heel down at a time. And notice here, you can push back on your heels of your hand and then just kind of walk it out. Yeah, just start getting movement a little bit. And then drop back down to tabletop. We're going to go ahead and stretch our leg back out and our opposite arm forward. And you want to try to make them stretch out and up. That's right. Drop it down, opposite side. And I always like to give myself a thumbs up here, just to remind myself I'm doing great. How are they doing, Spotty? I know, they do awesome. Good listening, team. Let's do one more. This side, stretch it, stretch it, stretch it, and release it. Oh, yeah. Stretch it, stretch it, stretch it, and release it. Oh, yeah. Now, we're going to do something. We're going to flip on our back right here. I learned something when I went to class, too, and I want to do it with you. I think about you even when I am not teaching this class because I just love knowing that kids are learning how to move and groove to the beat of their own heart, moving with intention. All right, well, we're going to start right here. We're going to lay on our back. And then what I want you to do is I want you to find the back of your heel and one of your fingers. And this is kind of fun because we're pretending here again. We're going to pretend that we have 2 buttons, and those buttons are going to raise the middle of our belly up when we push on them. So get your finger to the back of your heel, and on the count of 3, we're going to go zoop, and that's going to activate our belly. If you want to watch the first one, you can. I'm going to do 2. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Zoop. And now we've got this beautiful bridge. We're going to hold it here, tuck our chin, and then slowly lower down. Fantastic. All right, while I readjust my head hairband, y'all can get in position. There we go. That's good for now. All right. 1, 2, 3. Zoop. Oh, yeah. And lift that belly up. Squeeze those buttons together. And then make sure your feet are straight. Hold it here and breathe. Inhale. Exhale. And then lower down. Fantastic. Lift both legs up and both arms up. This is sleeping bug. I love this posture because I think a lot about my spine on this posture. Now, we haven't talked about our spine today, but we've talked about it in other classes. Our spine is that divine line with the vertebrae all the way down the middle of our back. So here I am, sleeping bug. And I am going to move from sleeping bug to, it's kind of like a bicycle. We're going to do opposite arms and opposite hands. There we go. And it is opposite. So when my left knee is bent, my right arm is bent. Okay? And then let's try to stick it straight out and low to the ground. You will feel this in your belly button. Yep, but that's okay because we're working together, moving together, breathing together, building strength together. Now, put both feet down. This time we're going to bring our arm back and our leg out. So it looks like this and this. There we go. And this and that. And it's a rhythm. So I want you to try it. We're going to do it long enough that you can find the rhythm in your own body. You don't have to match my rhythm because you got your own beautiful rhythm. You have your own pace. And as soon as you learn the movement, you can repeat it at your own pace. Bring both knees in and give yourself a big, gigantic hug because you are amazing. And then let's go ahead and popcorn rock and roll up. In fact, I love to rock and roll up so much. Let's do 5 of them. Are you ready? Let's get our heart rate going and get bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's rock and roll back to tabletop. Oh my goodness. And let's go ahead and go onto our belly for a minute. Oh, it's so good to lie on our belly. Let's just hang out on our belly for a minute. Do you know why it's good to lie on your belly? Because we have all sorts of systems in our body. And when we lay forward, we're doing something, it's called compression. Hold your hands together and kind of push on them. And when we compress 2 things together, it kind of stops what they're doing and it holds. And then when we release it, open up your hands. Do you feel a little energy or a little bit of prickly or a little bit of freedom in your hands? Let's try it one more time. Compression, we're creating a moment for everything to stop. And then when we release, fresh oxygenated blood runs through our fingers and makes our fingers and joints all happy. So we're compressing our belly, and now we're gonna go into cobra. I know you love this pose, Spotty. Cobra pose. We can be a snake here. It's fun to be a snake. Can you slither like a snake? Kiss your feet together. You no longer have feet, you have a cobra tail. Put your hands down below your shoulders, and you can bring your elbows up a little bit. Your arms stay close to your sides. Now, activate your legs by pushing your legs together and pointing your toes. There you go. Do you feel that? Beautiful. Now we're building strength in our back. So we're going to inhale, S it up. Look up, breathe up, be up, and then slither down. And then push yourself into child's pose. At Virtual Y Yoga, we do a child's pose where we put one fist on top of another fist and put our forehead in the middle right there. We go ahead and breathe. And friends, do you know, I love this pose for times and moments when I'm just overwhelmed or sad. It's kind of like my own personal cave. Go ahead and switch your fists, opposite fist on top. And then go ahead and settle in and breathe. Even on the inhale, when our belly's feeling compressed from our thighs, we could still inhale full. Just feels a little different. Excellent. And back to your awesome tabletop. You guys are so great. Now, we are going to go back into our downward dog. And then we're going to crouch forward. Crouch. Do you see how my belly's on my thighs? And then downward dog, straighten your legs. And then crouch. Get low. That's right. And then downward dog. And then bend those knees forward and crouch without putting those heels down. Oh, that's enough, right? And let's go ahead and stand up, but fold our upper body down. I love this pose so much. I love to go upside down. Do you know you should go upside down at least 4 times a day? That's right, new perspective, fresh oxygenated blood. When we come up, round up, breathe up, be up, stand up, and then I'll tell you what, we're gonna get rocking and a rolling. Uh-oh, Spotstorama. I'm trying to make this so that it looks, so you can see our whole body. I see what I did wrong. Let's try it now. Okay, kids, use your magic. Say abracadabra, abracadabra. Oh yeah. And here we go. Here we go. That's right. That's right. Let's do a little marching. And then find your rhythm. Go faster. Go faster. Go as fast as you can. Keep going, keep going. You got this. Go so fast that you can't even believe how fast you're going. And then you hit some honey. And you slow down. Because the honey is thick. And you're swimming through it. So swim through that honey. And out the other side, you see a beautiful rainbow. Make it with me. Stand tall and strong, silent and true. Hand on a heart. Bring it to. Beautiful you. All right, team, here we go. Arms down by your side, feet together. Inhale, breathing, here we go. Palms together, interlock your fingers, release your index finger, and grip tight and stretch up. Look at you. Spotty, do you see all these beautiful, strong arrows? That's right. And then we're going to stretch up and then bend one way. Now, I don't know if you can stay up and see the moon ever, because I know we need lots of sleep. But have you ever seen a moon at its phase where it's half moon is this pose? So you could do this every day. It's so good. And then inhale, breathe, stretch up. And then bend to the other side. I like to do this in the morning. I like to do it at lunchtime. And then I sometimes even remember to do it right after dinner. And then come up, look up at your hands, and then drop your head back. You might even want to go back a little ways. We don't have to go back too far for a backward bend. And then come back center. And then fold it on down for Pada Hastasana, hands to feet pose. And then once you're down there, drop that neck, drop that head. In fact, you can shake it around. Say hello to the beautiful toes. Do you know that toes give us balance? That is the truth. So please take a moment. So say thank you, toes, for the beautiful balance that you give me. That's right. And then what I want you to do is I want you to tuck your hands under. And these are called knee up, knee down. So I'm looking at you and I'm crouched. And then I'm stretching up and dropping my beautiful noggin down. And then I'm inhaling, looking up at you. Exhaling, going back down, stretching my legs. So good. And then inhale. Exhale. Fantastic. Release your hands. And then bring your legs out wide. And then bend your knees and rise up. Bend your knees and rise up. Bend your knees. And then we're going to sit down. Sit down just like this. This is called horse stance. And this builds lots of muscles here. Sometimes I get so feisty because I kind of want to get out of this pose because when we build muscles, you can feel it. It's the good kind of hurt. So hold it here and then release it as you rise. Release it as your feet touch. Release it as your hands go down. Fantastic. Next, we are going to do something called awkward pose. Do you know why it's called awkward pose? It feels awkward. That's how you know you're doing it right. So the next move we're going to do is we're going to take a 6-inch step. Now, how you know it's 6 inches, put your fists here and then put your toe, fist, toe. Make sure your feet are straight and then rise up with your arms straight out. Look at that, Spotty. 5 fingers together. Now, we're going to sit down in our chair. Does it feel awkward? That means you're doing it right. My arms and fingers are stretching towards you. My head's stretching up and my hips are down. It's awkward. And then rise up, bring it up, sprinkle it down to the ground. And let's go ahead and do a shake. Let's shake our wrists. Let's shake our wrists. Let's shake our arms. Let's shake it up and let's shake it down. Do you know that every animal, even owls and otters and bunnies, shake on a daily basis, actually? So let's go ahead and shake one way and shake another way. Do you know what shaking does? It kind of gets that nervous energy out of your body and it brings the joy in your body. Are you feeling your joy yet? Spotty, can you see their joy? He says, we see the joy. That's right. Shake it up, shake it down, and shake it all the way around. Shake, 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 and stop. Hands on your heart and listen in. Your heartbeat was the first music that you heard. It's the same heart that's beating now, and it beats for us. 24 hours a day. Can we just tap on our heart and say, thank you, heart. Thank you. All right. What do we want to do? Oh, Spotty, you want to show them that other new move? You guys want to do another new move? All right. Stand to the back of where you're standing. And what we're going to do here is we're going to go down into what's called plank pose first. And for plank, you're really looking at that diagonal. So you know what a diagonal line is. It goes sideways at an angle and it's straight. So the top of my head is higher than my heels, but everything is diagonal. Now, this is the reason it is a new pose for us, is we are going to now bring one knee up and lay down so my foot goes across my body. And then we just lay down right here. Feels really good. Feels really good. Relax into this. Breathe right here. And then we're going to push out of this. We're going to go back into plank, feel our strength. We're building muscles in our arms, we're building muscles in our legs, we're building muscles in our belly. It is so incredible. And you know why it's good to build muscles? Human beings love the feeling of being strong. And when we stand still and hold our muscles up with our whole body, we are so strong. All right, so we're going to bring our opposite leg up front, whatever leg you didn't, and we're going to lay back down. Oh, I'm sorry, Spotty. Spotty said I forgot to talk about the name of this pose. It's pigeon pose. All right, Spotty, you think it's good? Kids, you feeling it? Good deal. All right. Now we're going to lay back down on the ground, and we are going to do floor bow. Bend both knees up. Grab the outside of your feet right underneath your awesome toes. And then go ahead and bring your knees back together. Right here, I want you to push your belly into the ground and then lift your hips back. Notice that your front of your body just opens up like a flower petal blooming. As you kick up, your body comes up. As you kick up, breathe up, move up. And hold it in stillness. And then slowly lower down. So beautiful. Drop one foot. Drop another foot. And then go ahead and push yourself back into child's pose. At the virtual Y, we stack our fists. And while we're sitting here in silence together, I'll share with you a couple reasons we like to stack our fists here. There's this special button in between your two eyes. Sometimes it's referred to as the third eye. But it's got pressure points there, and it feels really calming when there's pressure. And it's a perfect position for that. And kids, I know we don't have to talk about school yet because it's far, far away. But I want to drop a seed that you could do this during the day at school, in your desk. You could just put your head down, fist, forehead, and do some breathing. It would be amazing. Let's keep breathing, and then go ahead and sit up slowly. Open your eyes if they were closed. Oh, look how bright and shiny y'all look. All right, team, we're going to do half tortoise now. If you've been here before, you might have met Tortoise. And Tortoise usually comes, but he's been visiting his family this summer, so we haven't seen much of him, have we? So let's honor our friend Tortoise. If you want to honor any other friend or family member while we do this pose, go for it. Do you know what it feels like? Let's see. Let's ask this question. When we honor something, it can be as simple as thinking of them with love in your heart as you do the move. Are you ready? We got Tortoise in our heart. Inhale, breathing, your arms come up, palms together and cross only your thumbs. Stretch it up and then fold forward, breathe forward, stretch forward. So good. And then just drop that forehead down between your arms and breathe. Your spine is stretching forward and stretching back in opposite directions like a tug of war. And that's a good thing. It opens up space in between our spine vertebrae. That's fancy. You're learning so much, kids. Vertebrae. Vertebrae. 3 syllables. Breathe in here. Okay, are you ready? We're going to rise up together. So kiss your knees together and rise up. Breathe up. Arms up with head. And then make a rainbow down to the ground. Oh, wow. Time goes so fast when we're hanging out with you. Do you know that? Oh, my goodness. Well, Spotty, I know you saw a great effort today. Kids, give yourselves a 2 thumbs up. We are proud of you. And we want you to know, sometimes when we're doing the videos, you might watch a move or 2, and that's okay because your brain is working and it's learning the moves. So that leads me to something else. Spotty Scotty always reminds me to remind you that you can take 1, 2, or 3 of these moves that we do. Choose 1 to do every day, or 2 or 3 for a week until we see each other again, and see how your body feels. It's kind of cool. How many of you, raise your hand if you're going to do that this week. Think of 1, 2, or 3 different moves that we did. Even if you don't know the names, you can remember. Your body will remember. Look at all those hands going up, Spotstorama. Way to go, team. Way to show up for yourselves and each other. Because we at the Virtual Y, we are building community. And it starts with you and me and all of us. So we got to go now. We got another show coming up. Spotty Scotty's Read Aloud. So if you'd like to listen to a really good book and practice some stillness and a heart intelligence, sign up for that one and bring a friend. All right. Spotty Scotty says, bring your heart everywhere because kindness rules. And we will see you real soon. Ta-ta for now. Hoo, hoo. Bye-bye.